back to the channel and welcome to those of you that are new. It's your girl Haley, and in today's video we are going to be doing something a little bit different. I had a subscriber reach out to me and ask if I would explain my definition and go into detail more on what storm mode means for us. So in short, my husband's income might substantially change, might be in the key word towards the end of this month, early April. That's when we'll hear something about it. So just to be sure, and kind of, be smart about our money and make sure that we're good, we decided to kind of go over everything and figure out like a game plan of what we're looking at. And when we did that and we sat down and we talked about it, it kind of revamped our debt payoff journey that we took in 2019 to 2021, and it reminded us how quickly things can change. And so it's very important to always be somewhat frugal in the way that you do things so that you're able to cover your four walls, which is food, water, shelter, clothing. So essentially what we've done here is we've kind of taken it back to our mindset back then. It's a little bit different because the economy's different and everything is just completely different from a few years ago. So what I've done and what I thought would be easier is to kind of break this down. And so what I've done is I've written down like what our previous budget looked like and what our current mock budget looks like. And so instead of putting our additional resources towards savings, which is what a lot of people do in storm mode, which is totally fine. Our emergency fund is fully funded at $10,000 right now. If we need to increase that later, we certainly can stop paying off debt and add to that. But for now, we feel comfortable where we're at so we can really start taking away at the debt that we have. So to make this simple and hopefully really clear and transparent and fast, so I'm not keeping y'all here, what we typically do is we take our weekly income, we leave the bills. I take our bills, which is a little about $2,800, something around there, and I divide it by 4, and it gives me the number of let's say somewhere around $700. So each week I take the weekly income and I leave the bill money for 1 week for the next month in our account. And then I pull from the bank the rest of the money to cash stuff. I cash stuff our binders here, and the extra gets rolled over into whatever we want, whether that be savings challenges or whether that be savings like emergency fund savings or whether that be debt payoff. So what I'm going to show you here is kind of our previous budget versus our current budget, so you can kind of see a difference. I'm going to kind of zoom this in here. But as you can see, we both had personal money and our grocery budget was $160. I had self-care, household boys. So the total for the wallet was $330 each week. So now, if you take a look at our current wallet, you will see that I took away my personal, I took away self-care, I took away our boys weekly personal, and I took our grocery budget and I kind of shaved a little bit off the top. So we went from stuffing $330 a week to $255 a week. So that adds up over the course of a month. It's each week, so I believe that's like $75 a week. So that's $300 that we aren't stuffing just in this one category. And the same applies for the rest of them. So we have like our savings binder, we stuffed home, car, medical. We still stuff the same. We just tweaked it just a little bit. And now we were able to shave $20 off of this category, the savings, which isn't a whole lot, but it's $80 a month. So that's how we do it, and so forth and so on. So we've done that with our wallet, high priority, savings, low priority. And back before we went into storm mode, we would just take the extra money and stuff savings challenges. But now we are paying off debt. So we're just rolling it over into debt payoff. And I want to say, I wrote it down over here. Where is it? Okay. So $235 is what we shaved off each week from doing this. So it really adds up. And if you take $235 and you multiply that by 4 paychecks, that is $940 that we will be able to add on to paying off debt, which I think is fantastic. So, to kind of sum it up, essentially store mode is not a one size fits all scenario. It's kind of whatever works for you. There are going to be priorities in your life that take precedence over other things that might seem important to me. So you just kind of look over your budget and say, what can I knock off? Can I shave $5, $10, $15 off each week or every other week in this area? And then I could roll that over into savings challenges, or paying off debt. And it's really that simple. It's hard. I'm not gonna lie to you. Do we still stuff like date night? Yeah. But we were stuffing $10 a week, whereas now we're stuffing $5 a week. So that's 40 versus 20. And in this economy, you just have to get kind of creative with your date night ideas, or just stretch them out to whereas you could have had a date night, like a really fun one, once every 2 months. Now you might not get to do one, but like once every 3 months. So again, it's just up to you. And this is not finite. This is not like permanent. You can change this. So for example, here we go. I'm going to show something. My boys, this is their needs binder. Like if they needed clothes or socks or whatnot, if their binder was running low, right? And I know that they needed something, and we only stuffed $10 a week. I might say, you know what, this week, I know we've been stuffing 10, but this week I might put 50 in there to cover what they need. So it's not about being restrictive. And, you know, it really does allow you to kind of move around and do what you want with your money. It's just being smarter about it. So by cutting off our groceries, I think that is probably the hardest thing for me. I'm very fortunate that I am a stay-at-home mom. I am in college and I do homeschool our children. They are a part of a co-op, but I still am very hands-on and involved with their teaching. So I do a lot of cooking from scratch, and I'm very, very blessed to be able to sit here and say that I have the opportunity to stay home and be able to cut back in certain areas that I know others would find harder if you were working a full-time job. So I'm speaking from a stay-at-home mama's perspective. I've been a working college student and I've been a working mama, and no, thank you. I know it's not for me. I'm just an all-in person. I either want to be all in at home or I want to be all in a career. I don't want to be split. I know that that's just not reality for a lot of people, but I'm just, again, so fortunate that I get the opportunity to stay home and do that. So I do a lot of weird stuff around here. Like I have the ability and time to sew clothes back. I have the ability to, again, cook from scratch, which is huge. So there are a lot of things that I'm able to do. Make sure lights are turned off, make sure stuff's unplugged, make sure our AC is set higher during the day while my husband's not here, and then I can set it lower when he is, yada, yada, yada. You get the point. So it's really up to you. So anyway, I just want to thank you guys so much for being here and tuning in. If you're new here and this is your first video, if you like this content, please subscribe and like this video. And if you stay until the end of the video, please leave me a dog emoji in the comment section. I appreciate y'all, and I will see y'all in the next one.